Hey guys, it's Jessica. So I recently just shared with you this spreadsheet, which is really great for trying to select your niche. It would be really awesome if you're trying to build out lead gens. And in this specific spreadsheet, I've actually taken this population index here, and then I've used this, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, this concatenate formula to tell Excel that I want to add this keyword plus the city and state. Um, and this is great if you're doing like I said, lead gens or trying to decide your niche. The one thing this spreadsheet does not do is combine all these columns together to make it easier for you to put into Ahrefs. There is another way to use this formula. So hopefully you can see this. So this formula, I'm going to assume here that you don't have a whole lot of experience with Excel. If you do, I apologize. But we're just going to go through the basics here. This formula, we are telling Excel that we want to take and add strings of text together. And so this specific formula is using absolute values. An absolute value has a $sign. And so in this specific formula, if we have a B $6, we're talking about row 6, column B, and we're saying that we always want them to pull the data from row 6. Whereas the $A7, we're telling Excel that we always want to pull the data from row A. So assuming you're doing your research for a client and you already have the location, but you know there's more keywords. So what I do is I will put the locations in different variations up top, and then I will list out a bunch of potential keywords down the side like this. So in the first step, I will list potential keywords, I'll list locations, then I'll duplicate the locations, because with your keywords, you could have the location in the front or the back. So what I do is I use this concatenate formula, and what I'm telling Excel is that I want to add B6 plus this A7 together to form a keyword. So you're going to use equals concatenate B6, and then you're going to use a comma. You're going to use a parentheses, a space, and a parentheses. So you're telling them that you want to put a space in between these two data sets. Otherwise, it'll run the letters together. And then you're going to put another comma, and then you're going to do absolute A7. So you're saying B6 is Salt Lake and A7 is Asbestos Abatement Company. So we're going to add those two together. So if I hit enter, we have Salt Lake Asbestos Abatement Company. So now you can take, Excel has a little handle at the bottom, and you can actually drag it across. And now it has done the same thing, but now it says Salt Lake City, UT, and Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, for this section, I want to take the same formula, but I'm going to reverse it. So this time I want it to go the other way around. So I'm just cutting and pasting and switching it around. And see, now I have Asbestos Abatement Company, Salt Lake. So I'm going to take and I'm going to copy that across. You can either use the handle, Control+C, or just copy and paste. So then I'll take this entire section and I'm going to copy it all the way down through all my keywords. Okay, so now you could be done if you wanted to, but in Ahrefs, you would have to copy each column separately and paste it into Ahrefs. So I like to take it a step further and do a second step. This time, I'm going to take this formula and I'm going to combine B7 plus C7 plus D7 plus E7 all the way across. So this formula here is an equal sign, concatenate. This time we're doing an absolute for the columns. We want to always use B7, and we're going to put a comma, we're going to put a parenthesis, we're going to put another comma and a parenthesis. Now we're telling it that we want it to pull the data from B7. We want it to put a comma after it. We want it to have a space. And then we want it to go to the next value. So you do that with each column. So you'll put your first absolute B7, comma. You always have to have a comma in between what you're telling Excel to do. And then you want a comma in between the values you're asking for. And then the comma for Excel. And then you also want a space in between so it doesn't run everything together. And then you'll go on to your next value. So you'll do that with each column. And what that did is that added every single one of those from column B to I. Salt Lake Asbestos Abatement Company, Salt Lake City Asbestos Abatement Company, Salt Lake City UT Asbestos Abatement Company, etc. all the way down. So then you would just take that same formula and you would copy that all the way down. Okay, now you have all of those potential keywords. So now you can take this and you can copy this row and put it directly into your Ahrefs for your keyword research. And there you have it. There's your keywords. And then you can go through and pick the keywords you like or don't like or what have you. But using Excel is a super easy way to speed up your process when it comes to doing your keyword research. Hope you found this video helpful.